Number 10, if the domain, that means the x values of f of x equals 2x minus 1 is 3, 5, and 10, okay? So those are the x values. What is the range? Well, all that means is, hey, plug in 3 and tell me what you get back out for f of x, the y value. Well, if we plug 3 in there, 2 times 3 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 5. So one of the values of the range will be 5. Well, what about when you plug 5 in there? Well, 2 times 5 minus 1, 10, 9. So I get 9. And finally, plug 10 in there. 2 times 10 minus 1, 20 minus 1, 19. Those are the answers you get back. The range are simply the answers you get back, the y values, when you plug those domain values in, those x values. So here, hey, they want you to plug -4 in and tell us what the answer is. Plug 1 in, tell us what the answer is. Plug 0 in, tell us what the answer is. All right, so let's plug -4 in. It says the opposite of what they give you. So what's the opposite of -4 minus 1? Well, that changes to plus. That's 4 minus 1. I get 3. So the first value for my range, my y value, is 3. What about when we plug in, what are we going to plug in this time? 1. Now, technically, what we'll do is we put a 1 there. We say f of 1. What is f of 1? So we plug 1 in. So the opposite of 1 minus 1 is -2. And finally, plug 0 in. So f of 0. The opposite of 0 is still 0. Minus 1 is -1. There we have it. 2 more here. Okay, so plug in -3, 0, and 8 and tell us the answers. That's all it's saying. It says here are the domain. This is the domain, -3, 0, 8. These are the x values. Plug them in. So let's evaluate f of -3. -2 times -3 minus 1, that's 6 minus 1, 5. Plug in 0. -2 times 0 minus 1 is -1. And finally, f of 8. -2 times 8 minus 1, -16 minus 1, -17. We have one more problem. They want us to plug in -8, -4, and 1. So let's plug in -8, 1/2 of 8 minus 1. Half of 8 is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. So the first range value, your y value, is 3. What about f of -4? Half of -4 minus 1. That's -2 minus 1. That's -3 is our other range value. And our final range value we're going to figure out when we plug in 1 into the domain, the x value. So half minus 1, you have a $0.50, you lose $1, you're down a half, or 0.5 if you like. There we have problems, 10 through 13.